Jaden, after the way the game started with the fumble and Louisville's touchdown, like how important was it on offense to march down and score and do it in the way you guys did?
Yeah, I mean that was a big that was a big influence for us all week. Just knowing that they're a good team that at starting fast. So we just all week we had a good game plan of all throughout practice, getting our good competitive stuff early in practice, and then just making sure that that's preparing us for the game because we know what kind of team they are, and I think that definitely really helped us today.
This first quarter was kind of your breakout this season. What was working both for you individually and then with your connection with Riley?
Yeah, I mean, we just got a great look that we wanted for the play, and we ran it to perfection. I mean, Bo did a great job of clearing out that safety and making sure that I was wide open. So it took all of us to get me open on that play, and it's something we've been working all week, and we were just able to execute during the game.
On your right, third row, Jackson Neal.
I mean, just as like an offense, it was one of the better passing and receiving days so far this season. Just what was going right for kind of all you guys?
I mean, we just had a lot of matchups that we wanted to attack. We knew that, they like to play man against specific teams, so we liked our matchups that we had, and we had confidence in all our receivers and our quarterbacks to get us the ball, and that's what we did. We went out there and made plays like we'd known we can do all season. It was just a matter of opportunities.
And then now going into the bye week, what is this offense maybe going to work on in that extra time?
For sure. I mean, just keep building off the confidence that we built up this week. We had a really good week of practice, and just continuing to build on weeks like that and just making sure that our preparation is as best as it can be so that we're ready for any opponent that comes our way.
On your right, front row, Adam Rittenberg.
Jaden, you guys have seen a little bit of everything in the first month of the season. What are your biggest takeaways about where this team is at this point?
Yeah, I think we're a really tough group. I think we're a really resilient group. There's been a lot of adversity that's come our way throughout the season so far. Entire course of the game and not giving them a second to breathe.
Front row.
Marcus was just in here talking about how tough Riley is, and given everything that's happened so far this season, to see him kind of have the game that he had, especially that first drive. Marcus said, that's who we want him to be. That's who we want this offense to be. What was it like kind of playing with him today?
Yeah, it was great. Just to see him having fun out there, being confident in himself as a runner and as a thrower. I think he was one of the toughest guys on the field today, just taking hits all over the field, but then still being able to deliver the ball.
Drake, I think they had 9 explosive plays in the first half, but just 3 in the second. One was an amazing catch on the sidelines. What was kind of the message from Coach Golden at halftime, and what did you guys clean up to limit them in the second?
We just kind of settled down. They had a lot of stuff that, just kind of stuff that they were just trying to throw at us, see what would stick. And so we came out at halftime. We got everything settled down. We talked through a couple different plays that would work here and there, and we just went out and executed. We got everybody on the same page. DBs did what they needed to do. Interior and front seven did what they needed to do, and we just executed in the second half.
Obviously, without Jack being there, you got more playing time than you have in most high-leverage situations like this. What prepared you? What did he help prepare you for this? Because this was clearly a breakout performance for you.
He's an older guy. He's a 6th year. He's seen a lot of ball. So, him having on the sideline, being able to talk through situations with me on third down, early down, stuff like that. Just going through the film. All right, here's what we're getting. Be expecting this, expecting that. He was just a great help today. Using his mind that he has, and so I think he may not have been on the field, but he was a huge part of our defensive performance today.
Front row on your left, Tyler Horka.
When you see guys like Boubacar go down and then Benjamin Morrison leaves the game for a minute there, how aware are the other defensive players that that's going on, and what does it take for you guys to kind of lock in and say, we still got all we need?
Those are big pieces to the defense. At the end of the day, though, everybody's got to be able to play. It's next man up mentality. So, like BMO is a huge piece. And, then Leonard came in, he played great today. Junior, him and Booby rotate in on practices a lot, so we knew Junior could do it. And so it's just being able to know the next guy's ready, something that it helps a lot on everybody to know.
And then when they're reviewing the potential targeting, what's kind of going through your mind? Did you feel like you kind of knew that it was a clean play?
Yeah, I felt like I kept my head up and went through his chest. I don't know what was going through their minds, but I thought it was a clean hit, and I'm glad it came out the way it did. But so.
Hey Riley, obviously when the game gets off to a slow start with the fumble, and you guys are kind of like behind the eight ball right away, what's the mentality, and how important do you think it was for you guys to be able to play the way you did in that first quarter?
Yeah, obviously it's a 3-4 hour game, so to have that mishap that early, you worry about it, but you don't really worry about it too much. I think we did a great job on offense of, emphasizing and having the urgency to start really fast. So even though that mishap happened, we had all the confidence in the world that we were going to start fast on offense because we did it every single day of the week during practice.
You guys aren't quite halfway through the season, but you've got a break coming up. Where do you feel like big picture this team is at, and how you're trending? Yeah,
big picture. It's kind of hard for me to look at the bigger picture sometimes. I feel like I'm very, narrow in my vision. I see right now that the team's better than we were last week. The offense is better than it was last week. The defense is better than it was last week. And, we're starting to roll, starting to get our confidence back. So, bigger picture, who knows? We got a lot of potential, but right now I think we're doing all right.
Front row, all the way to the right, Eric Hansen.
Hey, Riley. Your defense lost a lot of pieces during that game, some pretty important ones, and you had a lot of guys step up. I'm sure you're busy while they're on the field, but what can you say about the defense and the way that they stayed up?
Yeah, I am busy. I didn't really see many of the injuries. I got to pay more attention, but we didn't miss a beat. The guys came in and they balled out. I think we have a very mature young group of guys on this team who are able to come in and fulfill roles. I saw a lot of young guys out there making plays. Really exciting to see that, and nobody hesitates whenever these guys have to go in. Everybody's got all the confidence in the world in them, so I'm proud of them.
Okay, I'll ask you a little picture question about you.
All right.
You got banged up a little bit there. How soon did you kind of feel back to yourself, and did it limit you at all? Yeah,
the play I went out, got the wind knocked out of me, which is kind of soft. Like, it's weird saying that now. You got to go out for a play to get the wind knocked out of you, but that was terrible. Like, I couldn't breathe. So, it was really no problem after, a couple minutes. But yeah, it's a bad feeling getting that wind knocked out of you. So, it really didn't play an impact on me.
Up the middle, third row, Sean Stiers.
Hey, Riley, that first quarter, you looked really, or first half, you looked really confident out there. Was that as confident as you've felt this season? If so, what was the difference for you?
Absolutely, yeah. That's the most confident I felt. I think it's because of my preparation, and it's all due to the coaches. I think we're really starting to understand each other and understand the plays that I really like. So they do a great job calling that. And then, my preparation, I feel like that is a very complex defense that we just went against, and I felt like I knew exactly what I was going to get pre-snap the majority of the time. So I think it's just a testament to the hard work that we put in throughout the week and just paying attention to the little details. There's a game within a game, and a lot of people don't see that, but I think I was mentally prepared and knew what I was going to get.
Did your eyes light up pretty good when you saw Greathouse open on that touchdown?
Yeah, there was him and then Jaden Harrison, who was also wide open on one of those ones. So those are the ones that freak me out, dude, because I'm like, dude, don't miss them, because I missed a couple last week. But, it was good, man. Always a good feeling.
Front row on your left, Jack Sobel.
Riley, when you're kind of struggling through a lot of the third quarter and the first part of the fourth quarter, how are you guys able to kind of pull it together and put together the touchdown drive at the end?
Yeah, the struggles in the third quarter. I don't know if it was exactly their defense. I don't know. It was just it was an awkward drives. You got some penalties here. I think it was just a weird thing that we got to fix, and we got to start off fast. Everybody talks about the middle six, the last 3 minutes of the first half and the first 3 minutes of the second half. We got to be better there. But yeah, the fourth quarter, we pride ourselves in our endurance and being able to put games away. So it was good to be able to do that.
I think that last play I counted as a sack, but other than that, I don't think you were sacked the whole game. Like despite a bunch of pressure, like what kind of goes through your mind when you're back there and you're facing pressure and you're trying just to avoid the sacks?
Yeah. Well, everybody thinks that like it's me who's avoiding sacks and throwing the ball away and getting the ball out, but like I had a lot of time today, and that's all credit due to my offensive line. I got some young guys in there, got some old guys in there. They gel really well together, and I trust them with anything. So they did an outstanding job. I think that Louisville had more of a contained mindset for me, so wasn't able to escape the pocket maybe like I'm used to, but that's fine. No problem with me. So, yeah, I did a good job up front.
Front row on your right, John Bryce.
Hey, Riley. That last drive, what turned out to be the game-winning touchdown to Jeremiah, that drive, looked like a couple of new wrinkles. Jaden was wide open. You hit Jeremiah on that play that you took for a touchdown. What does it do for your confidence and the offense's confidence as a whole when the coaches put you in those positions and then you go out and execute?
Yeah, no better feeling as a quarterback when coach just calls a play and you know it's going to work. So we caught a couple there. They weren't doing a great job in and outing the rub route. So whenever J2, Jaden Harrison popped open, it's exactly what we had expected and anticipated. And then for the throwback screen to work, I mean, we practiced it all week, and what a great time to call it. Just worked out perfectly. They were in the perfect defense against it. Yeah, shout out to the coaches there. Those are easy plays to execute, and we did.
You've been through a lot of bye weeks in your career, but this is your first one at Notre Dame. As the quarterback and leader of the offense, what do you do the next 2 weeks or over the next week before the next game week to ensure you guys build on this performance?
Probably golf and hopefully catch a bass or two. But that'll just be for, like, tomorrow and then probably get back to work. So I think I got to get my body right. Definitely be feeling today's game tomorrow. But, yeah, we'll enjoy it. But, I mean, we have to learn how to handle success, right? And we didn't do a good job of that, obviously, after our week 1 win, which was a big win. So being able to handle success is a priority for us. And, we got to show maturity and focus on the next game.
Last question opportunity for Riley. Adam Rittenberg in the front row on your right.
Yeah, I know you came in having played a lot of ball, Riley, but this first month as being a Notre Dame quarterback, what do you take away from it? What was it really like to go through this?
I think that this was an experience that every kid dreams of, and it's really good to be able to put on a show for the fans and come out with a win like this. Something I waited all off season for and haven't done a great job doing so far this season, but shoot, we got it done, and we'll hopefully get a lot more done.
And that complete performance at home, how close do you think you guys are offensively to getting that?
Yeah, I think whatever we're called to do, we can do. Kind of proved that the last couple of games. We've had success, and it just comes down to hard work, preparation.
X, when we talked to you earlier this week, you said the opportunities were there. You guys just had to catch them. Kind of take me through the play where you end up getting the interception.
Yeah, it was. I think it was like a cover 2-ish kind of play, and I'm just reading the quarterback, receiver didn't make the play. I ended up being in the trusting my eyes and being able to work to where the ball was going.
With Christian not being able to go and Morrison going out for a drive or two, what does it say about this group that you have guys stepping up like Leonard into the lineup and guys having to kind of shift around in Jordan and Rodherd?
Yeah, we just have that next man up mentality. We have a good DB room. I mean, any of the guys can play. So just those guys coming in and be able to come in, we trusted them, and they were able to do a good job.
Right next to him, Tyler Horka.
Well, take us through the art of being in the right place at the right time, because you seem to do that quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's really just mostly doing my job, the call. I mean, doing that first, but, I mean, I think I have really good instincts. And I'm able to just find my way to the ball always. I mean, no matter where it's at, I'm going to find a way to get there. So I just really just trust the quarterback, what he's showing me. I just trust my eyes, trust my gut, trust my instincts.
I asked Drake Bowen this same question, but when you see a guy like Boubacar go down and then Benjamin Morrison leads the game for a minute, how tough is that for you guys to internalize that, realize what's going on, but also, stay focused on the task at hand?
Yeah, you definitely, you notice it. You're like, one of our guys went down. But, I mean, you still have, I think Booby went down. I forgot when, but it was kind of a little bit early in the game. We still had a whole bunch of game to go. So, I mean, we still have a job to do. But, I mean, we hope those guys get well. But, we just have to finish out the game regardless of who goes down and who's coming in. So,
Going to stay on the left side. Second row, Tyler James.
What can you break down the last pass play that Louisville had that you guys were able to stop? What was the key to making sure that didn't work?
Yeah, I'm kind of mad about that because I wish I picked it, but it was similar coverage to my first pick I had. Just I'm over top. Like I said, I'm just reading the quarterback, JC and I think Leonard. Kind of carrying the man underneath coverage. I'm over top, so just trusting my instincts. Like I said, just trying to find the ball, and we ended up shutting it down.
What's the difficulty of starting the game on defense when you thought the offense was going to be out there with following the fumble on the kick return?
Yeah, it's definitely a tough situation. It happened pretty quick, but we always have to be ready to go no matter what happens. Like I said, offense turns over the ball, we just have to be ready to go. But it's a tough situation, but it is what it is.
Front row on your right, Angelo DiCarlo.
Xavier, where do you feel your defense is at now through 5 games as you head into this bye week?
I think we're in a good spot. We have a couple guys down. That comes with football. But, we have a bye week coming in. A lot of guys getting healthy, have to get healthy. But, I think we're in a good spot, but we have so much more to improve on. Little things like tackling, still coverage, getting off the field on third down when we need to. So we were in a good spot, but we have a lot to improve on still.
And then overall, obviously, quite the roller coaster of a season so far through 5 games. Where do you feel your team is at after this top 20 win?
Similar to what I just said with the defense in general. I mean, especially with this game, this is a big win for us, especially with last year's loss. We came into this game really ready to go. But I think we, as a whole, as a team, we are in a good spot as well, offensively and defensively. Like I said, there's still a lot of things to work on. There's still so much season left. But, I think things are going good right now.
On your left, third row, Pete Byrne.
Xavier, could you talk a little bit about just the mentality of the defense as a whole? I mean, I think you guys only gave up 1 full field scoring drive all game. What is it about what you do that makes you confident that, like, if we keep playing this out, you're not going to score on us?
Yeah, I'd say our mentality is kind of, if like the offense doesn't score, our job is to not let the defense score. I mean, not let the offense score at all. So we always want to put the game in our hands. That's how we look at it. We're looking at it as like, all right, it's up to us to win this game. We're a really good defense, and we'll be able to stop people. We're going to be able to make plays, take the ball away. So that's kind of how we look at it, just being able to win the game without offense, I would say.
And when the coach decides maybe to go for it on 4th down in midfield, it might work, it might not. Is the mentality sort of, it's all right if it doesn't, we've got you?
Yeah, like I said earlier, it's just kind of just being ready to go. Same as people going down. If people go down, the next guy has to be ready to go. If offense doesn't get the first down, we have to be ready to go.